Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today the topic of discussion is kinds of sentences. Sentences are very important to convey the complete and perfect message or the meaning. Sentences may be divided into two ways. The division of sentences according to their function is called kinds of sentences, and types of sentences is their division according to their structure. So what we are going to do, we are going to discuss kinds of sentences according to their purpose. What are the objectives that we have? Well, we expect that after having this lesson, the students will be able to name the types of sentence and define their purpose, also identify the types of sentences, use the correct end mark for each type, and create their own examples for each type. The kinds of sentences. How many kinds of sentences we have? We have declarative sentences, interrogative sentences, exclamatory sentences, imperative sentences, and objective sentences. We will discuss each and every sentence in detail in the next slides. So the question arises that why should we know about kinds of sentences? So using a variety of sentences in your writing will add interest and help you get your ideas effectively to communicate clearly. It's important to know the function of each type of sentence so you can make the right choice depending on your purpose. So students, using different types of sentences and punctuation, you can vary the tone of your writing assignments and express a variety of thoughts and emotions. So let's start with the types of sentences. So declarative sentences. Declarative sentences simply makes a statement or expresses an opinion. In other words, it makes a declaration. This kind of sentence ends with a period or full stop. So what are the examples of this sentence type? I want to be a good writer. It's a statement. My friend is a really good writer. It's an opinion. So, but they both fall in the category of declarative sentences because they are only telling us something. Let's have a look at in detail about declarative sentences. The examples: the boy walked home, bees love honey, he wants to eat cookies but he doesn't know how to make them. You can see that these sentences, these all three sentences make statements whether of fact or opinion. Declarative sentences can be simple as in the first two examples or compound as in the final examples. Look at the final example. He wants to eat cookies but he doesn't know how to make them. This is not a simple sentence. If we categorize sentences according to the structure, we will discuss it later. So back to the point, they can also be in any tense as long as they do their basic job of presenting information. This makes them the most common sentence type. Yes, students, this is the most common sentence type. We always pass opinion, we always comment on something, we always tell or say something, most commonly. So this is the most common sentence type. So imperative sentences. An imperative sentence gives a command or makes a request. It usually ends with a period or full stop, but can, under certain circumstances, ends with an exclamation mark. Example of this sentence type: please sit down. This is a request. I need you to sit down. Both sentences convey, both sentences convey same meaning, but look at the tone of the sentence. Please sit down is a request. I need to sit down now. It doesn't seem like a request. It's a bit like having more intensity, having more intentions, and they are stressing on it. So it shouldn't be a request but an order instead. So we use exclamation mark with it because mostly students think that exclamation marks are added only with exclamatory sentences. No, it's not like this. Imperative sentence. Now look at these examples. Please shut the door to keep out the bugs. Turn left at the bridge. Stop bothering me. Many imperative sentences end in periods, but some of the more forceful demands may end in exclamation point to highlight the emotion. You can identify an imperative sentence because it appears to be missing a subject. This is very important. You can identify an imperative sentence because it appears to be missing a subject. However, the command of each imperative is directed at you, making these sentences second person. The subject of the sentence may be omitted, but it's called you understood because the reader is aware that each sentence could be written as you do this or you do that. Obviously, when there is an order, it must be but be addressed to you. Interrogative sentences. An interrogative sentence asks a question. This type of sentence often begins with who, what, where, when, why, how, or do, and it ends with a question mark. Example of this sentence type: when are you going to turn your writing assignment? Obviously a question. Do you know what the weather will be tomorrow? A question. Question fragment can be added onto the end of a declarative or imperative sentence. This fragment is called a tag or tail question. You have answered all the questions on this test, haven't you? After a declarative sentence, look at this. Close the window, will you? After an imperative sentence. Indirect question is a declarative sentence that tells that information was asked. It is not asking the question. Indirect questions end with periods. Look at this. The driver asked if we knew which way to turn. Though it was question, but it only conveys a message that a question was asked. So it's not a question anymore. It's become a declarative sentence. The driver asked if we knew which way to turn. We wondered if it was going to rain. So both are not a question anymore, not interrogative sentences anymore. They became declarative sentences. Exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence is a sentence that expresses great emotions such as excitement, surprise, happiness, and anger, and ends with an exclamation mark. Example of this sentence type is: it is too dangerous to climb that mountain. Yes, it is definitely. It is something that expresses emotions of excitement. Then I got an A on my book report. Happy person, definitely. And then there's a presentation of great emotion over here with exclamation mark. Let's have some more examples of exclamatory sentences. I said I wanted chips instead of pizza. How well he sings. Wow, he just won a gold medal. Notice that each one of these examples contains both a subject and a verb, which is still a requirement for a complete sentence. Exclamatory sentences are often used in casual conversation and in written dialogue to show emotion, but they are not typically useful in academic writing. Please, students, make a note of it that they are not typically useful in academic writing. In these more serious works, it's better that you make your point with well-written declarative sentence instead. Next we have is optative sentence. An optative sentence is a sentence which expresses a hope, prayer, keen wish, curse, etc. This kind of sentence generally starts with may and wish. Sometimes may remains hidden. Optative sentences generally end with an exclamation mark. Now look at the examples of the sentence type. May God help you. A prayer. I wish I were a billionaire. Definitely a wish. May you be happy. Hope. May your team lose the match. It's a curse, by the way. So optative sentence and exclamatory sentences. Students sometimes get confused between exclamatory sentences and optative sentence because of the presence of exclamation mark at the end of both these sentences. So how can we differ both of them? Well, students, exclamatory sentences contain sudden expression of admiration, surprise, disgust, sorrow, or any intense emotion. Remember one more thing, that they always have an exclamation mark either at the end or in the middle of the sentence. So you must need to remember that exclamatory sentences contain a strong emotion. Strong emotions are embedded in them. So let's look at the examples that we have. How beautiful this rose is. Definitely admiration. God, I'm so tired. Alas, he's dead. What a story. These sentences have strong emotions in them. Now look at the sentence. I wish I were a president. Oh God. May God bless you. May they prosper. God be with you. While looking at these sentences, you must notice they contain wish, pray, or a hope, not emotions. So these are optative sentences. Now have a review what we have actually studied. Declarative sentences, their purpose is to say or inform or tell something. Punctuation mark they use is full stop or period. Examples like he works hard, he goes to school. Interrogative sentences, their purpose is to ask questions. They use interrogative mark. Now the examples are, does he work hard or does he go to school, to college? Imperative sentences, they express command, order, request. They use sometimes full stop. period or exclamation marks. Work hard, drive slowly, please help me. Exclamatory sentences, they exclaim a very strong emotion. Exclamatory sentences are the punctuation, exclamatory marks are the punctuation mark. How hard he works, what a match. Operative sentence, they convey wish, pairs or curse. Full stop or period or exclamation marks are used as a punctuation mark. May God bless you. So what's the bottom line? After going through all these sentences, we can conclude that to relay information or to answer a question, we must use a declarative sentence. While asking a question, we should choose an interrogative sentence. To tell someone what to do in request or in command, we use an imperative sentence. When we want to show extra emotions, we use an exclamatory sentence. While showing hope, wish or pray, we use an optative sentence. While students, you must remember that your writing will benefit from a clear understanding and correct usage of all 5 types of sentences. In addition, try to vary your sentence structure between simple, compound and complex sentence construction. We will discuss that in detail in the other class. Too many simple sentences may lose the reader's interest. So, we have completed this discussion of kinds of sentences according to the purpose. With that presentation, with this lesson, you may find a link to your Google quiz. Go to it, attempt it and give your responses. You may find that link right with this document in the Google Classroom. You may definitely enjoy it. So go ahead, start with it. So if you have any questions, if you have any confusion, you may ask me. Don't forget to attempt that Google quiz attached with this presentation. You may find it in your Google Classroom. Go ahead, fill that out and give a response. Thank you.